How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Doki Doki Exit Music. Oh boy, I gotta be the first one to let's play this. So this is a DDLC mod, and it's supposed to be one of the most. This is like the second most famous DDLC mod ever. Um, it's supposed to be inspired apparently by Romeo and Juliet, which is kind of one of the reasons I want to play it. But another reason is that this mod is mainly centered around Natsuki, and since Natsuki is my favorite character, Natsuki best girl by the way, that's why I thought it would be a great idea to check out this mod. Alright, so download link will be in the description. That is very loud. Let me turn that on. I'm actually very excited to get into this. So Doki Doki Exit Music. No, we don't need those. Return. So this is apparently much more different than all the mods we've played. This mod was originally released on August 9th, 2018. Personally, we recommend playing Exit Music Redux instead. You can find that at whatever that is, I don't care. This mod has been re-released by Wretch Team, so people don't have to look too hard for it. Nothing has been changed or added. We added what was necessary to make it releasable. Some music, some backgrounds, take it as it is. Continue. Alright. Monday. It's the day of the festival. Already the day of the festival. Okay, we just started. Of all the days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayuri, but Sayuri isn't answering her phone. I consider going up to our house to wake her up. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs, and that's all I want to give her. The hell with it. I'll go get her. I grabbed the cupcakes Natsuki and I made yesterday and make my way to Sayuri's. Well, fuck me in the ass and call me Johnny Sins. I guess we're already saving Sayuri. I guess I reached the Sayuri's house and knock on the door. I didn't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Aw, shit. She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayuri's room, I knock on her door. Sayuri? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't this kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently opened the door. Sayuri? Alright, Sayuri's not dead at least. Filled out? Sayuri stands at the back, at the foot of her bed, a long rope in hand. It's tied to a hangman's noose. In the shock of the moment, I release my grip on the cupcakes. What the fuck? It's not what it. Wait, hold on. I'm back. Like hell, it's not what it looks like. I'm so sorry, Phildo. I can't believe this. Sayuri wouldn't do something like this. Jesus, Sayuri. I should have known this was bad. Sayuri drops the noose on the floor. Sayuri, why haven't you been talking to why haven't you talked to anyone about this? I don't want to waste people's time. You're not wasting anybody's time. We all just want you to be happy, like you've made us. You really deserve to be happy. I know you don't think that now, but well, it's the truth, and I'm determined to help you every step of the way. But to start, I need to talk about this. I can't. There is a short pause. All is silent aside from Sayuri sobbing. I was about to do it, Filda. I'd have never seen you again. Sayuri, could you imagine if I'd found you like that? Sayuri, listen, it doesn't matter what you are going through. You always have a reason to stay with us. Even if there's only one thing worth living to you, then you need to hold on to that. And I know there is. You told me yourself yesterday. Filled out. She releases her grip on me and backs away. We know it will be tough, but I'll be there for you. We all will, no matter what. Filled out, don't. Now listen to me. You need to talk to somebody professional about this. I'm not taking no for an answer, Sayuri. I don't think I'm ready. We can go another time. Not a chance. You seriously need professional help as soon as possible. We're leaving now. I don't know if I can. Sayuri, do it. For me, if not for yourself. She sniffles, wiping her face with her sleeve. Okay, come on, let's go. To the doctor's. We'll take the bus. Filled out. The festival. Screw the festival. You're more important to me than that. Well, I'll need to get changed first. Oh, of course. I nod and take a step outside the door, reaching down to pick up the rope, taking it with me just in case. She gently nods, shutting the door in my face. We already saved Sayuri. Alright, already a great start to this absolutely epic mod. I'm a little anxious leaving her alone right after something like this. Regardless, she needs her privacy. I kneel down, beginning to clean up the cupcake massacre, littering the floor with a towel. Natsuki is gonna kill me. I return downstairs and untie the noose, dropping the loose rope in the trash. I linger downstairs for a minute or two before heading back upstairs. She's probably ready by now. I knock on Sayuri's door and she answers. Ready? Sayuri nods once, her eyes glued to the floor. This is what's best for me, right? She stares at me, expecting of an answer. I feel uneasy, but answer anyway. I know it is. Come on now, let's get going. I'm sitting down in a waiting room outside the doctor's office, patiently waiting for Sayuri to return. I'm anxious. My phone buzzes quietly. I remember that today was supposed to be the day of the festival. The text is from Monica. Where are you? I have to reply. I'm busy. Really, filled out? Please don't tell me you've got cold feet about the poems or something. It's a bit more serious than that. What's going on? I don't know if I can tell you right now, but it's serious, okay? You gotta believe me. Fine. Just hurry up and bring Sayuri with you. I look up at the door. Through a small window, I can see Sayuri breaking down in her chair, her head resting on the doctor's desk. I feel terrible knowing that I let her reach such a point due to my own negligence. Behind me, the door that leads from the entrance to my waiting room swings open, and a couple of nurses walk by. But my phone buzzes again in my hand, and I turn my attention back to it. It's just me and Yuri here. Damn it! Why? Where's Natsuki? I don't know. Please get here quick and bring Sayuri, okay? It's a personal issue. I can't promise anything, but I'll try to get to the festival before it's over, okay? Okay. A couple of minutes of idle waiting passes by before I get another message from her. Forget it. Everyone's here already and they're waiting. We have to cancel. I return the phone to my pocket, running my hand through my hair. Why now? I feel terrible for Sayuri. The fact that she's in such pain right now and how oblivious I was to all of it. Okay, so we missed the fucking festival. Alright, I don't give a shit. But on the other hand, I also feel like I put Monica and Yuri in the spot in front of all of our classmates. Monica and Yuri. That reminds me of something Monica told me. Where's Natsuki? Suddenly the door to the waiting room opens again and another nurse walks by. However, she's accompanied by someone familiar. Oh my god! Natsuki, what happened to you? Her dad did this. I can guarantee that shit. Natsuki, are you okay? She quickly turns and runs back the way she came, exiting the hospital in tears. Bro, what the fuck just happened? I jump out of my seat to speak to her, but I notice the nurse staring at me suspiciously. I take a seat once more, anxious about how Natsuki's well-being, as well as Sayuri's. Excuse me, what happened to her? She explains how Natsuki wandered into the hospital bloody and bruised, looking for help. Poor Natsuki. Then she cautiously asks me if I had anything to do with Natsuki's injuries. Christ, no. I don't even know what's going on. I had to bring my friend here, so she tried to... I stopped myself. I doubt Sayuri would want me to talk about her struggles so openly. No, anyway. Well, listen, it's serious, okay? I bite my lip as the nurse continues on her way. My phone buzzes again. Are you sure you don't know where Sayuri or Natsuki are? I already told you, I don't know. I can't tell about Natsuki either. What? Didn't you say Sayuri's with... Oh, no, we didn't. Chances are, it's her own personal issue and she'll deal with it in her own way. Still, maybe I should text her. It doesn't matter anyway. We have to cancel our performance. People are complaining about the cupcakes not being here. Yuri's gone for some fresh air. Jesus, I'm sorry, okay? My hands are tied here. I can't do anything to help right now. Okay, whatever. Thanks a lot, Phildau. I sigh. Now I've pissed off Monica because I couldn't bring myself to tell her what happened. I decided to text Natsuki quickly about what I just saw. A couple of minutes pass with no response. The message doesn't even mark as read. The office doors swing open and Sayuri emerges. Phildau, are you okay? Not really, I'm just stressed out. How are you? I don't really want to talk about it. Are you sure? Because I'm here for you. I can just... Phildau, please. Can we just drop this? I don't want to make a big deal out of it, especially in front of the other club members. I stand up. Sayuri, I don't think you understand how big of a deal this actually is. You nearly killed yourself. I think you should go home and rest for a couple of days, okay? I guess I'll have to, right? Sayuri lets out a small bout of nervous laughter. It's a good idea, at least. You know that. But what about the festival? I hesitate. I don't want Sayuri to feel like it's her fault that the performance was cancelled, so I decided to start with Natsuki's absence. Well, Natsuki didn't actually show up either. One guy had to cancel the performance, unfortunately. You didn't tell her, did you? I didn't. Unless you want to talk about her... talk to her about it yourself. She won't know. Okay? Sayuri notes. I think I'll tell her, so she knows why our plans for the festival were ruined. I can't tell what she was going to say. It wasn't your fault, Sayuri. None of this is. I grabbed Sayuri's hand tightly. Sayuri grabbed my hand tightly, crushing it in a vice-like grip. You can talk to her if you really wanted to. Hell, she'd probably be able to give better advice than me. Maybe. Did you tell my parents? I sighed. I did, yeah. I'm sorry, though. I felt like I had to, and thanks. I was scared I'd have to tell them myself. Sayuri glances downward at the pristine floor. I love you, Fildo. Despite her condition, I can't lie to her. It would be unfair on her end to have her hopes disrupted like that. I keep my mouth shut. A minute or so passes. Anyway, we should get going. There's no point in going to school now. Why? What time is it? It's about midday. We've missed the festival, and if we turn up now, Monica's just gonna get mad at us. Come on, I'll take you home. We can talk some more there. She gently nods, following my lead. Something I don't like about these mods, like, I love these mods, but something I just don't like is how they, like, include, like, parents that we've never seen in the original game. Like, I just wish, like, our parents would be completely excluded from these games. We exit the hospital and ride a bus back to her house. I decide to stay with Sayuri in her house just to make sure she's feeling better. We have at least a few hours together, but we spend that time talking and watching shows together. Her mother arrives first, thanking me for letting her know what happened. I tell her that it's no problem. She tells me that Sayuri's father is on her way and that I'm free to leave if I want to. After I'm sure she's safe, I leave her with her mother and head home. Entering the kitchen, I flick the light on and start to make myself a sandwich, cutting up a tomato. However, I start to worry about Natsuki. I remember the time I spent with her here, our little scuffle over the cupcake's icings. But that bruise, her nosebleed, what the hell happened to her? And who in their right mind would do that to her? Possible reason for her injury begins circulating inside my head. Maybe she just fell over? She could have gotten into a fight with another classmate of hers? Or maybe, no, surely not. Maybe I'm just overreacting to the situation. It's been a rough day after all. But something she told me while we were reading manga together sticks in my head. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. I shiver at the thought. So it was her fucking dad. I knew that shit all along. The only reason that I can come up with for Natsuki's terrible injuries. I also noticed that I was distracted. I accidentally cut my finger open while slicing the tomato. Ah, crap. I wrapped my finger in a paper towel, letting a few drops of blood soak into it. Throwing my paper towel into the trash, I think back to Natsuki. I decide I'll ask her about her father next time I see her. Even if she assures me that I'm wrong, at least I'll know. I eat my sandwich and head upstairs into my room. You gotta be careful with knives, you doofus. I collapse into my bed, exhausted from the stress that the day had brought me. I drift into unconsciousness within minutes. Wednesday. So we just skipped Tuesday, alright. Oh, hi Phildau. I'm back at the literature club. Craning my neck, I look around the clubroom. It's empty. Yuri and I are the only people here. I leave the classroom door open, expecting the other members to arrive shortly. Hey Yuri. I sit down on the desk next to her, unpacking my stationery kit as she did with her own. Listen, I know Monica canceled the club yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to talk to you. Oh, she canceled the club yesterday. That's why we didn't go. So I just wanted to say that I'm sorry that she had to let our little presentations go. Don't worry about it, Phildau. Monica told me that it wasn't your fault you couldn't come. She said it was something serious. Yeah, it was a bit of an emergency. I decided to play down the situation in case Yuri doesn't know the full story. I don't want to worry her after all. Are you alright? Me? I'm fine, don't worry about me. It was something else, something close. I see. Well, I hope everything works out well for you and your friend. I hope so too, Yuri. I made myself a cup of chocolate milk, just to, have something nice to drink while playing. A moment passes of silence as Yuri sat down at her desk, still reading. The class is empty aside from us. Sorry, Yuri. Yuri jumps a little in her chair, startled by my interruption of the silence. Yes? You haven't seen Monica today, have you? I'm afraid not, Phildau. She's been in a mood since the festival, unfortunately. Not that I meant to be so rude about it. It did mean a lot to her, after all. I know it did. That was why I wanted to speak to her. Maybe if I explained why Sayuri and I were absent, then she might forgive me. Well, the both of us, but I promised Sayuri I wouldn't say anything to Monica. Has Monica said anything about me since the festival? Not really. I mean, she did complain that the three of you were gone. I was kind of thankful that we got to cancel. Not to ruin Monica's plans, though. I never do such a thing intentionally. I know you wouldn't, Yuri, don't worry. I can tell you're a good person to be so mean. You're too good of a person to be so mean. Besides, you have no reason to want to sabotage her like that, right? Yuri falters for a moment, lost for words. Not at all. It's just that I don't even know if I should be telling you this. Well, I overheard Monica talking like you and Sayuri to one of her friends. Wasn't eavesdropping though. What did she say? I heard her mention that the only good reason to cancel on her festival was if somebody died. What? Monica wouldn't say something like that, right? She's a sweetheart. Besides, not only is it egocentric, it's insensitive. Even if she didn't know about Sayuri, I felt like it was too close to reality. Wow, that's harsh. I doubt she meant it though. What I meant to say is she was in no position to say that. I understand that she was frustrated about it, but there's never such a good reason to say such horrible things about it. Yuri's words get caught in her throat, and she retreats to the confines of her book. I turn to see Monica standing in the doorway, giving Yuri an intense glare. She doesn't dare to meet Monica's gaze, instead concentrating on the portrait of Marco. I wish I could do the same. I swallow. She huffs and I start talking. Where's Sayuri and Natsuki? She stares at Yuri intently. Monica's presence intimidates me. I don't know Monica. I haven't seen them. She gives me an acidic stare, her emerald eyes piercing my confident facade. Did Sayuri tell her about the hospital? Are you sure? Yeah. Alright, then how come you weren't at the festival, Phildo? I had a family emergency. At this point, I'm practically lying to her face to keep Sayuri's secret safe until she feels comfortable confiding in Monica. Then again, I've known Sayuri for so long, she's pretty much a part of my chosen family at this point. She's like a sister to me. So it's more stretching the truth than it is lying to her. Well, that's why I tell myself anyway. Right. Monica's not having any of this. Even if she doesn't know what's actually going on, she must know I'm lying to her. But for Sayuri's sake, I have to keep face for her. I can't betray her trust. If she finds out I told someone that private information, Monica's demeanor suddenly changes and she looks at the two of us with a wry smile on her face. Okay, you two. Since we're the only ones here, I've decided that we're going to have to cancel today's meeting. Hopefully there won't be any more emergencies or absences tomorrow. The emphasis on the words worry me due to how aggressively she spoke them. That's all. You can leave now. Yuri looks up from her book guilty and packs up, silently dropping the portrait of Markov and her stationery kit into her bag. She scurries out of the classroom without a word. Monica turns her attention to me, expecting me to pack up. I nod and pick up my bag, exiting into the hallway without another word. Monica's pissed, bro. Walking through the school's dormant hallways, I reach the door to the courtyard but stop, placing my head in my palm. I forgot my own stationery. I'm an idiot. I return to the clubroom hastily to find my leather pencil case open. As I swipe it into my bag, I realize my pen is missing. Of course. Well, shit, who else would take my pen? A quick glance around, I conclude that I must have lost it earlier, or Yuri must have stolen it. Returning to the courtyard, I notice Yuri. She's moving hurriedly, clutching her bag tightly against her chest and wiping her face with her sleeve. Wait, didn't Yuri leave, before me? How did she take my pen? I knew Yuri took my pen. There's no other explanation. Nobody else would take my pen. Yuri? She doesn't notice me at first, so I jog up to catch up to her. Yuri, what's wrong? Hi. It's nothing. Really? Yeah, I'm alright, really. I don't believe her. My eyes meet Yuri's for a brief moment before she looks away. I can tell something terrible happened in the first few minutes we were separated, but what could have brought her to this state? I take a hold of Yuri's shoulder and try to slow her down so she can face me. Oh, Monica might have said some shit to her, I don't know. She jumps but complies as she comes to a halt at the school's entrance. Yuri, whatever's on your mind, you can tell me. I'm your friend after all. It's not much. It was just something that Monica said. I knew Monica said something. Monica? What could she have said? Well, if you don't mind me asking, what did she say? I don't really feel comfortable talking about it. If you're okay with it. Monica must have said something really hurtful. It's fine, I really understand. Well, if you're sure about that, you're always welcome to talk to me though. I guess it would be nice if you walked with me. Maybe we can talk on the way. So Yuri isn't here, I've got some time to kill. Besides, I feel like I can't refuse, knowing she's so emotional. Yeah, okay. I'm sure that'd be nice. Following Yuri, I take the opposite turn from my usual walk home. Soon enough, I find myself in a part of the town I rarely visit. The walk between us is mostly silent. Yuri occasionally sniffles, wiping at her face. What the hell did Monica say to her? I decide to make some light conversation. Something about writing might be nice. She does take comfort in talking about subjects she's passionate about after all. So, Phildo, how do you like writing poems? She must have read my mind. Well, I usually like to listen to music while I write, even if it's just quiet. playing softly in the background. You know what I mean. Really? Most of the time I feel like I can only write in silence. It leaves me at one with my mind and lets me experience my inner thoughts. Though sometimes I do like listening to a soft piano track. Don't the lyrics alter the way you write? Well, yeah, but I guess that's what I'm looking for most of the time anyway. I like the mood of the music to affect the way I write, really. Unless it's something I'm especially passionate about, then I can just write in about any condition. That actually sounds like an effective technique. I'll be sure to I'll be sure to try it out. At this point, Yuri seems to have perked up, her eyes dried. I decide to continue the conversation as I still don't know how much longer it will take to reach her house. I know Sayuri likes to hum a little tune to herself while she writes. I wonder what Natsuki does. Natsuki. I've been trying to contact her since I saw her in the hospital, but she hasn't responded to my messages. She hasn't showed up for school at all this week either. God, what could have happened? Was it really her father? Bro, get your ass over there and beat her father's ass for her. I don't want to believe it, but the pieces fit together. Her absence, her inability to contact anyone, what she said about him. Most of all, the bruises. I bite my lip as I feel my breathing growing heavy and my blood reaching a boiling point. If I find out he laid a finger on her, So I'll be honest, I don't disrespect her or anything. Yuri's words derail my train of thought. Natsuki's poems are just a little too simple for my liking. I suppose they lack a certain edge. I spaced out again. Yeah. Speaking of Natsuki, however, I think we just passed our house then. What? Wait, which one? Yuri looks at me, a little surprised by my urgency. Regardless, she points at one of the house to me. It's that house if I recall correctly. Right, thanks for that. Why do you need to know? I don't really want to worry Yuri about Natsuki. Well, I guess I just want to. Right. The rest of the journey is made in silence. What do we even say? I worry that Yuri got the wrong impression, but there's not much I can do. Eventually we arrive, signaling her wave goodbye. You know, Phil, you're quite different when no one's around. Bro, are we really gonna be seeing the rebirth of Yandere Yuri again? When it's just the two of us. Yuri falls silent for a moment, lost in thought. Listen, I'd love to stay and talk. I really would, but Oh, it's fine, I get it. You have places to be. Her head darts towards the direction of Natsuki's house for a moment. It's fine, I've got some writing to do anyway. She turns and starts to walk to the door. No, please don't get the wrong idea, Yuri. I'm not really. It's fine, Phil. I can take a hint. I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can finish my explanation, she's already entered her house. I feel terrible knowing that Yuri probably blames herself for my rejection, but I leave quickly regardless. As I turn the corner and approach Natsuki's house, my attention is directed upwards. On the second floor balcony, a large, heavy-built man leans against the railing smoking a cigarette. Is that her dad? Jesus Christ. He's on the phone. He's on the phone. I can't help but overhear his conversation. Hold up. The man mutters something about having business to attend to, but promises to be whenever the caller wants within an hour. My stomach sinks. Business? If he means what I think he does. Backtracking Yuri's route, I make my way back to school, then to my house from there. Fumbling with my keys, I unlock the door. I enter my bedroom and hurriedly get changed out of my uniform and into some dark clothing. Oh shit, this is getting fucking intense. A short jog brings me back to our house. Is it night already? And I take a seat within the bus stop on the street opposite to her, staking out her father. I ponder over if he's already gone. Perhaps I missed him leaving, or maybe he's still dealing with business. After a few minutes, however, I'm proven wrong by the sound of an engine revving up and a new, expensive-looking performance car emerging from the driveway of Natsuki's house. It speeds away and around the corner within seconds, and once I'm certain that it's gone, I move over to Natsuki's house and ring the doorbell. I wait. Nothing. I press down on it again. Once more. No answer. Growing ever anxious, I knock on the door heavily, aggressively banging my balled fist into the door. A moment of silence. Then from the second window, I see a curtain pull back. A flash of pink. Just as quickly, it's replaced once more. I watch it immensely, waiting for any sign of movement until I hear the sound of the door chain being unhinged and the deadbolt turning. My heart is ready to jump out of my chest. I don't know what I'll be greeted by, but I await it nervously. Oh my god. Okay, it's Natsuki. She's alright right now. Filled out. What the hell are you doing here? It's Natsuki. Thank God. Natsuki, are you alright? What happened to your bruise? What bruise, Filled out? I don't know what you're talking about. She's playing dumb, even though I saw her. What could have happened to her for her to be so devoted to keeping it a secret? A filled out secret. Before I can reply, she grabs me by the collar of my shirt and yanks me into her foyer. Hey, how do you know where I live? Has she been drinking? That's not the time for that. Has she been drinking? That's just what I said. Better question is, where have you been? I haven't been feeling very good the past few days. No need to be so mean about it, though. Does she expect me to believe that after what I saw? Natsuki, I know something's wrong. She has the hick, so she's been drinking. I saw you at the hospital, remember? Oh, that? She giggles. That was nothing. Don't worry about that, okay? There's much worse to be worried about. What do you mean? Come with me. I could do with another glass anyway. She has been drinking. She grips my arm loosely and tries to move me along with her through her house. As she moves, she begins erratically wobbling as though she's having trouble walking. It's because she's drunk. She's drunk Natsuki. It's drunk Natsuki, everybody. She holds tighter on my arm for support. She stumbles and nearly trips. I catch her, wrapping my arm around her chest and pulling her upright. Thanks. That's not like her. Normally, if I grabbed her for whatever reason, she'd freak out and call me gross or something of that sort. But here, she didn't even flinch or say anything about it. Something feels off. I release my grip on her reluctantly as she's still staggering her way along. I assist in moving her now up the stairs, making sure she doesn't fall, and knock us both back onto the steps. We finally make it up the stairs, and Natsuki guides me to her room. Yeah, this is her room. Is that Mr. Hops? Her room is a mess. It's not a mess. It looks pretty tidy to me. Oh no, okay, never mind. It is a mess. When you see it, you see it. Her floor is littered with small, ripped up pieces of paper. Is it? Where? I don't see any of this shit. Picking up one up, I recognize one of the protagonists of Parfait Girls. The cover is heavily laminated cardstock, and it's ripped in two. There's no way Natsuki was able to tear that in half herself. Yeah, her dad found her manga. Not only that, but she had no reason to either. But before I could think of someone who does it, there's a large bottle of red wine, cap open, laying on its side on the bed, on her bed. Only a small drip escapes, staining her bed sheets crimson. There can't be much of it left. I knew she'd been drinking. I could tell from the moment she opened the door. Natsuki, you haven't drunk all of that yourself, have you? She looks flustered. Of course I have, you dummy. That's a bit much, isn't it? That doesn't matter. I haven't even finished anyway. She retrieves the bottle from the bed. I reach a hand to take it from her. Natsuki. Nuh-uh, it's mine. She holds the bottle just out of reach, then tries to push me away. She's too weak, however, and I simply move her arm aside. Come on, that's enough. Fill out, please. I need this. Something about the way she said that sent a pang of dread through my body. Before I can reach my arm out to stop her, a second time, the remainder of the bottle's contents are gone. Looking at her bedside drawer, I see Natsuki's phone. It is overturned, so I can only see her case. The case is glittery and pink. This drink is nice, filled out. Natsuki, talk to me. I know something is going on with your dad. Please, I just want to help, but I can't if you won't tell me what's going on. That's all the help I need. She collapses onto her bed and giggles. I haven't felt this so happy in so long. I grow only more uneasy hearing that. If this is the length she has to go to in order to escape her demon, just how bad is the demon she's trying to escape from? As Natsuki begins to snore, her grip on the wine bottle falters, and it rolls off the bed onto her floor. To my surprise, it doesn't shatter. Instead, it rolls under her bed. Shaking my head, I bend down to pick up the bottle that rolled under her bed. Reaching my hand underneath the bed, I can feel the wine bottle and something else. What the? I pull both from beneath the bed. Oh my god, it's a dildo. Placing the wine bottle on her bedside drawer next to Natsuki's phone, I take a look at what I discovered. It's a white container made of plastic. Okay, never mind. It's not a dildo, but there could be a dildo inside. We don't know. Wait, this isn't right. This is a bottle of pills. Looking for a description, I inhale sharply as I realize that these are ibuprofen tablets. Ibuprofen? How do I pronounce that? Wait. Ibuprofen tablets. Alright. I turned to Natsuki, fast asleep, as I worried. Oh my god. I desperately checked the label on the back for a date of prescription. Two days ago? She's trying to overdose. An icy sweat runs down my forehead as I begin to panic, running my hands through my hair. She stopped snoring. Oh shit, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. I violently shake Natsuki's seemingly lifeless body. Please, Natsuki, please wake up. I grab her hand. It's clammy and much more cooler than it should be. I put my ear next to her mouth to check if she's breathing. Thankfully she is, but it's faint. I take her by the shoulder and pull her into a sitting position. I crouch down next to her, supporting her. Natsuki. Oh shit, this is so bad right now. Oh fuck. I contemplate calling an ambulance, but I'm worried it'll draw too much attention to our house. The hell with it. I don't care what's happening as long as she lives. I reach in my pocket and fuck. My phone isn't there. I reach on her bedside table, gripping Natsuki's phone tightly. I bring it to my face and press the power button. The screen lights up, but from a shattered display. I try to make an emergency call, but the screen is unresponsive to my touch. Dropping the phone, I pull Natsuki closer to me, praying that she wakes up. I begin to sob, terrified for her life, but Natsuki begins to cough erratically. I'm simultaneously panicked and relieved. She opens her eyes and unsteadily rises to her feet with my assistance. Natsuki, please, tell me you're okay. She falls silent. Oh shit, this is going bad. Oh no. Jesus. My nose is assaulted by the mixed scent of bile and wine as it splashes on the floor in front of me. I realize that she got some on my arm. It stings. Oh, that's really not good. Well, at least that would have gotten the deadly mixture out of her body. But she's still in trouble. Natsuki, turn to me, half conscious, pleading. Phildow, help me. She stumbles back, landing in a sitting position on her bed. I don't want to die. Look at me, okay? You won't. You hear me? I won't let you die. Natsuki, listen to me, okay? I'll be right back. She nods weakly, barely aware of her surroundings. I need to find her something to eat. Hopefully, it should absorb what's left of the alcohol. Bolting down the stairs, I reach the kitchen within seconds. I swing open every cupboard I see, along with the refrigerator. Nothing, not even a slice of bread. When did Natsuki last eat? Exiting the kitchen, I look all around the house. Hurrying back to Natsuki, I check up on her. She's as pale as ever, but she's conscious, at least. She weakly raises her head to look at me. Hey, Natsuki, I need you to pay attention to me. Just do whatever you do, don't go to sleep, okay? Please. She tries to mutter something, but it's intelligible. I have no choice but to leave her again. I've searched everywhere in the house besides her father's bedroom. As I approach the door, I notice that it's locked. I ram the door multiple times before the frame gives away. Whoa! I tumble on the floor, now littered with splinters. I rise to my feet and flick the light on. As I search the room for anything that could possibly aid Natsuki, something catches my eye. A few bags of various restaurants downtown. I tear them open to find nothing but empty takeout containers. Bro, Natsuki's dad's a bitch, bro. I return to Natsuki's room. We have to go now. Okay. Bro, he's actually a dick. Bro, her daughter's about to die now. I have to save her. I help her to her feet, wrapping her arm over my shoulder, holding her hand in place. She'll make it. I'll make sure of it. Where are we going? Somewhere safe. Okay, let's go. We make our way down the stairs. I keep Natsuki on her feet, though it is proving to be more difficult as she fades in and out of consciousness. Starvation mixed with alcohol and painkillers is clearly taking a toll on her, but she isn't dead. We'll make it to the front door. With time feeling like a lost luxury, I shut it behind us, moving through the porch. Bro, this is the most intense gameplay. I feel Natsuki's tears soak through my shirt. We reach the gate, and I set her down while I open it. I scoop Natsuki off the grass and close the gate behind us. Holding Natsuki closed, I move fast as I can down the street. As we approach the glow of the street light, I begin to feel relief. I loosen my grip on Natsuki. Can you walk? Yes, I think. I set her down for a moment. Her knees buckle. Again, I wrap her arm around me and mine around her. Let's go. Okay. I end up supporting her the entire way through town. There's nobody to call me out for looking suspicious. I'm almost glad she has such a small figure. It certainly makes it so much easier to... That's why she's so small. Her father has been leaving her malnourished and living on fast food. Jesus Christ. I recognize a familiar view of my house. I set Natsuki down on my front step. I fumble with the keys for a moment, finally able to unlock the door. I help Natsuki through. She's safe. From her father, at least. I bring her to the kitchen and sit her down on one of the chairs. Philto, why did you help me? How did you know where Don't worry about all that now. Let's just get you settled in for the night. I've heard this OST before. This is from a Purist mod, I think. Actually, I don't know which one came first, though. I'm worried that it will be longer than one night. I have a spare bedroom in my house. She'll be able to sleep there. I search through my pantry and my fridge for some things she may like. I decide to just make some toast and chicken noodle soup. Is that chicken noodle? I haven't had that in so long. Her words break my heart. How long? How long has she lived like this? I watch the clock as Netsky eats. It's late. Now that the immediate panic is over, I realize that poor Netsky is still drenched in her own stomach acid. Netsky, I'm gonna need you to get changed. What? Not here, silly. I mean, you can get changed in the spare bedroom. But I don't have any of my clothes. You have to borrow some of mine. Okay, but only because I have to. Netsky seems to be in much better shape after her meal. She stands up of her own accord and returns her bowl to the kitchen counter. She moves slowly but deliberately. Despite the stink of bile clothing clogging up my nose, I'm relatively calm too. Natsuki's skin tone has returned to normal, mostly. She still looks scarred by the night's experience. Once she returns empty-handed, I ask her to follow me out to her room. Come on, I'll show you where it is. Natsuki timidly complies, wrapping her arms around me, but this time it hurts. I inhale sharply. Are you okay, Filda? My shoulder is in pain. The adrenaline of the situation is settled. Maybe barging through the door was a bad idea. Not only because of the pain, but the damage it caused too. When Natsuki's dad returns to the house, yeah, I'm alright, don't worry about me. Let's get you cleaned up. There's a shower in the guest room, you can use it. We reach the guest room located across the hall from my own bedroom. I motion towards the edge of the bed. Here, sit down for a minute. I'll be back with something comfy for you. She sits down. I rush to my bedroom, picking out one of my gray tops and a pair of jeans. Bro, you're gonna make her sleep in jeans? Oh, hell no. When I bring them back to her room, she's struggling to take off her socks. I place her fresh clothes on the bed and kneel down to help her take them off. She opens her mouth like she wants to say something, but reluctantly lets me help. Natsuki has been through too much today. She has next to no strength left. Thanks, Fildo. I can take it from here. Are you sure? I really don't. All the blood in my body rushes to my face. She's gonna have a shower. Was I about to indirectly to tell her I wanted to help? Never mind, it's fine. You take your time. I decide that now isn't the best time to question Natsuki about her family. Instead, she just needs a soothing shower to help her some sleep. Maybe that will take her mind off tonight's events, even if only for a few minutes. Those few moments would do her a lot of good. As I stand to leave the room, Natsuki grasps my wrist tightly. Feel that weight. I want to thank you again. Don't mention it, okay? I'm just glad I got there in time. Natsuki stares in my eyes. Me too. How did you know? Where was I? I walked home with Yuri. She was having a bad day, so I went with her. She pointed out your place, and ever since I saw you at the hospital, you haven't left my mind. That's why I decided to go. I tried calling you, God knows how many times, but you never answered. I cast my mind back to Natsuki's wreck of a phone. I guess I know why. I saw every one of your calls. I couldn't answer because of the stupid screen. When all I wanted to do was hear your voice, I couldn't. I just wanted to go back to the club and sit with you under the window to read more together. Because when we do, it's the only time I feel safe. Well, not anymore, of course. Her perfect girl's mango was torn apart. She looks down at the ground dejectedly. I leave Natsuki to shower. After getting myself changed, I sit on the edge of the bed, gripping the volume of perfect girl that I had bought for myself on the weekend. The water stops running and I hear the door being opened and closed. I wait for a few moments before knocking on her door. Natsuki, I have something else for you. Oh, filled out. Natsuki opens the door, looking healthy again. She's out of her dirty clothes and now is wearing my t-shirt along with her own pants. Yeah, I don't think that fits, buddy, but it's fine. You know what? Any clothes are fine because she needs all the help she can get, clearly. She's out of her dirty clothes and now is wearing my t-shirt along with her own pants. The top doesn't fit her very well, though. This shirt is massive on me. I could get you a smaller top of mine. I like it. You don't need to fill that. Are you sure? Yeah. I present the manga to her. I saw what happened to your copy of Perfect Girls back at the place, so I thought I'd just drop my own in for you, so you can read it if you want. Natsuki gives me a weak but sincere smile. She reaches out to grab the manga. I love you too, Fildo. Instead of pulling the manga from my hand, I expected her. She grabs my wrist and tries to sit me down on the bed next to her, but only if we read together. It's the least I can do to make her happy. She needs it, so I do in a way. First having to deal with Sayori's attempted suicide, now Natsuki. God, how terrible must her home life be for her to want to escape it like that? Well, I can take a guess, considering the complete lack of food in her house, and her face when I saw her in the hospital. Christ. Hey, Filda. What? You kinda stood there for a second spacing out. God, you're worse than Sayori sometimes, you know. Hey, I'm sorry, okay? It's fine, I was only teasing, dummy. I know I shouldn't blame her. She doesn't know about Sayori's condition. As far as I know, she hadn't seen her at the hospital. Regardless, that hurt me more than it should have. I moved the duvet to the side and sit down next to Natsuki. Duvet? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that. She pulls the cover over the two of us, so we're sitting up with it draped over our laps. We decide to start the volume over again. Filled out, you're so warm. Natsuki inches closer to me. We're now shoulder to shoulder. Natsuki, can you say it okay? Not really. I inch myself down into a laying position. Natsuki joins me. Much better. This is kind of cute. My left arm is awkwardly doormate between us. I slide her under the pillow and around her. There we go. We continue to read. Before I know it, she's fast asleep. Natsuki? I lay there motionless. I dreamed of this moment ever since I got to really know Natsuki. I hate that it had to come due to her circumstances at home, but regardless, I run my fingers through her silky pink hair. I brush her bangs to the side. She looks so peaceful in her sleep. What's this feeling? I feel a lump in my throat. What? Is she gonna really sleep with her hair like tied up like that? Just the sight of her is enough to make my heart pound. I don't recognize this. My chest is heavy. It feels like there is weight on my ribs. It's hard to breathe. This is the happiest moment of my life. As I drop the manga to the side of the bed, not even reading anymore, I drift off to sleep. I'm jerked awake by the sound of crying. Confused, I open my eyes and turn to Natsuki. She's clutching the sleeve on my shirt, holding me tighter than before. She's sobbing into my shirt ferociously. I can't read, bro. What? Natsuki, are you? I realize that she's still asleep. Sighing, I lament over Natsuki's nightmare. I'm almost certain they're related to her family, but I give her a nudge to wake her up. As she seemingly begins to stir, I try to calm her. Natsuki, it's just a dream. You're okay. You're safe. Natsuki opens her eyes, filled out. That was more than a dream. I watched my dad kill you. Oh shit. Oh, he's coming back. We already know Natsuki's dad is not gone. Watched him torture you for saving me. He kept yelling that this was my punishment for leaving. Filda, you shouldn't have helped me. Oh, this was wrong. This is wrong. Why, Filda? Why'd you have to get involved? I can't let you do this. Natsuki jerks away from me. Natsuki, do you want to know the real reason why I showed up at your house? I missed you. I missed reading with you. I missed reading your poems. And after the hospital, I knew something happened. I had to make sure you were okay. I was worried sick for days. I felt like I had to. I'd do anything to ensure you safely. I'd gladly be tortured if it meant you would be happy. Anything, Natsuki. Do you understand me? I'll do everything in my power to keep you safe. If my words right now aren't proving it, I mean it, maybe this will. I rise my feet and walk to my room. I flick my light on to riffle through my bag. Ah, there it is. You. I don't know what happened or where you've been. All I can think about is bruises on your skin, the blood on your nose dripped onto your clothes, the sight that broke my mind. For that moment, I was frozen in time. I saw you, broken, abused. I knew from there on, I would save you. Day turned to night, you on my mind. I've been sick with worry. If I'm gonna do something, I need to hurry. Text after text, call after call. The girl I cared about most is the one I couldn't save after all. Damn, that's kinda deep. I rest next to the bed. Natsuki's face turns to me. I hand her my poem. Natsuki reads, wiping her eyes as she does so. Filled out. Natsuki leaps from her bed and embraces me tightly. I return the gesture, wrapping my arms around her. We stay together for a while, her tears soaking through my shirt once again. After a few minutes, Natsuki eases her grip. I do as well, resting my hands on her waist, hers hanging from my neck. Natsuki lifts herself up onto her tiptoes and pegs me on the cheek. I want to go back to sleep, but I want you to stay with me. I word nodlessly. I nod wordlessly. Bro, I word nodlessly. I read that ass. And Natsuki gently escorts me to the bed. Laying my head on the pillow, she keeps her arms wrapped around me. We drift into the void of unconsciousness together. Thursday. Now, this is kind of crazy so far. Rarely stirring. I can tell from the snoring figure next to me that Natsuki's still asleep. I rub my eyes, struggling to open them. God, this artwork right here is beautiful. Reaching out my bedside cabinet, I swipe my phone and check the time. Midday. There's no point in going to school today. We've already missed half the day. Besides, I don't think Natsuki would be up for it after last night's. Well, I sat up and decided to head downstairs and make breakfast for the two of us. She'll appreciate the effort. I try to be as quiet as possible and attempt not to wake her up while I slip out from under the duvet. I head to the kitchen and decide to make something quick and easy so I can bring it to her. Searching through my fridge, I found some bacon. Oh, hell no. I start mixing together some pancake batter after a short search for the ingredients. As I'm cooking, I hear a light knock on the door. Anxious about leaving the cooking, I rush to answer. It's Sayuri. Hey Sayuri, what are you doing here? I don't know why I thought it was gonna be Natsuki's dad, but I'm glad it's not. I thought you'd be at school. I step outside, closing the door behind me. I don't want her to know that Natsuki's here. I was planning on it, but I just couldn't get out of bed this morning. Are you cooking? It smells really sweet. Sayuri peers through my window to see what I'm up to in the kitchen. Natsuki? Taking a look myself, I see Natsuki tending to the breakfast. Crap. I see what's going on, Philda. You do? Yes. You two are making cupcakes again. I can feel the sweat on my forehead begin to bead. I'm so done for. Yeah. It's supposed to be a surprise for the club. Neither of us were expecting to see you, though. I give Natsuki a weak smile in an attempt to reassure her. Don't worry, Philda, your secret will be safe with me. Well, since you're busy, I'll leave you two lovers be. Bro, Sayuri is not really... come on, Sayuri, come on. Okay, see you. As she's about to leave, I stop her momentarily. I was just wondering, are you going to the club? I guess since I'm actually up, I might as well. Especially if you're bringing the cupcakes. Yeah, Sayuri leaves without another word. I return to the kitchen in cold sweat, worrying about the false promise I gave to Sayuri. Because I'll have to convince Natsuki that we should both cook a batch. She's nearly finished making our meal. The breakfast. It was supposed to be a surprise. I was going to wake you up and have it all ready for you. Then Sayuri knocked and you could have burnt down your house, dummy. Oh my god, I'm becoming Sayuri. Look! She points to the spatula at the plate of the charred pancakes. I guess we're even now, huh? You saved me and I saved our breakfast. A part of me wants to scold her for her warped perception of what even meant, but another doesn't want to bring up the events of last night with her. I decide that I'll make a snide remark at most. Not quite. Maybe one day. Maybe. Natsuki is really something else outside of the club room. Maybe it's because she doesn't have to put on a show for the other club members. They always call her cute, though I can surely see why. I set the table and sit down with Natsuki. At first she starts eating almost viciously, but quickly snaps out of it, remembering I'm in the room. How is it? It's delicious. Natsuki continues to scoff her breakfast down, albeit at a slightly slower pace. Once we're both finished, I take her plate from her and place it in the dishwasher for her. So, do you want to do anything today? Well, I kind of promised Sayuri that we'd make a batch of cupcakes for the club later. If you want to, then maybe we can set aside a few just for later. Natsuki quickly jumps from her chair, grabbing the apron draped over the handle. Let's do it! Before I can react, she starts tearing through my cupboard and drawer, looking for everything she needs, only occasionally stopping to ask where I keep certain utensils and ingredients. Ready to help? Of course. Hopefully I'll be more useful than last time. You better be. Natsuki playfully punches my shoulder. Grr. Don't tell me that seriously hurt. The door. Philda, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. It's okay. It's only a bruise. You just caught me by surprise is all. I'm having an extremely hard time trying to play it off. That genuinely hurt. I forgot how much power her small frame can deliver. What do you want me to do first? Well, I guess you could start preheating the oven to 350. I'll deal with the dry ingredients. I do my small part and watch Natsuki get started. She's so precise with her movements. It's almost hypnotic. Natsuki catches me staring at her, completely spaced out. Dummy. What? I shake my head as I'm jerked back into the moment. You were staring. Oh, sorry. What next? I've got everything ready to go besides the eggs. Could you rack them into this bowl for me while I set the tray liners? I grab an egg in each hand and crack both simultaneously. Show off? Yes, so? What's the matter? Trying to show off for you? Filled out. I finally got you. What do you mean? You get all embarrassed when I try to be sweet. Natsuki, you're adorable. Natsuki begins to prepare the cake batter. Philda, can we talk about last night? As much as I want to fully understand what happened, maybe we should leave that for later. Yeah, okay. Natsuki nods in agreement and returns to the batter. She quickly finishes mixing it up and begins to distribute the batter evenly between the cups. I wash the beaters by hand and attach them to the mixer. I start to mix the icing. I should have done this last time. And what? Leave me to mix all the batter by hand? Yeah, well, you're stronger than you think. Natsuki huffs with an arrogant look on her face. And don't you forget it. The enticing smell of chocolate cupcakes begins to seep from the oven. It's going to be difficult to not eat any on the way to the club. I drip blue food coloring onto the icing. The timer rings and Natsuki opens the oven door. Instantly, my entire house is filled with the mouth-watering scent of Natsuki's baking. Oh my god, these ones smell even better than the last batch. Natsuki sets them on a rack to cool for a few minutes while I finish the icing. Are you almost done? We have to get going soon. I stop the mixer for a moment and plunge my finger into the cobalt sea of sugar. I raise my finger to my mouth. Natsuki grabs my wrist and pulls my arm away from my face. She scoops the icing off my finger onto her own and promptly licks it off. Hey! What? You expect me to put your finger in my mouth? That'd be gross. You're only saying that because I did that to you. Of course, that makes you gross. I'm not gross. I can't help but crack a smile as I speak. It would be a lie if I said I didn't enjoy her teasing. It makes her so happy when she gets a reaction out of me, even if only a tiny one. Natsuki and I ice the cupcakes and get ready to leave. Quickly, I head up to my room to get changed into my school uniform. Natsuki, without her uniform, is forced to wear whatever clothes I gave her. Seeing as most of the teachers will have left by the time we arrive, she shouldn't end up getting into any trouble. I return to the kitchen for a moment to grab some tin foil and cover the cupcakes with it to protect them. Natsuki notices and heads out of the door. I follow. As we walk down the street, Sayuri calls out to us from her door. Hey! Natsuki grabs my arm, signaling me to stop walking as Sayuri catches up. Oh! I can smell those from my house. I can't wait. Okay, I don't get how this is gonna be like Romeo and Juliet. This seems pretty heartwarming so far. Natsuki, Sayuri, and I make our way to the school. Sayuri is acting quite normal considering what happened just a few days ago. Come to think of it, Natsuki is too. Perhaps they wouldn't like to dwell on the dark times. I don't like them. I just can't help but be reminded of their traumatic events. Within a few minutes, we arrive at school. Only the last few students trickle out from the doors, as it's the end of the school day. The three of us make our way to the club room, being careful not to drop the cupcakes. I set the cupcakes down on the desk near the door. Hey, Yuri. Sayuri runs up to Yuri and gives her a hug. Sayuri. Sorry, you startled me. Where have you two been? Not feeling well? Yeah, I wasn't feeling so good the past few days. I was really sick. Me too. Well, I'm glad you two are back now, and healthy. Yeah, but Natsuki, where's your uniform? Oh, it was dirty and I didn't have time to wash it. But you'll get into all sorts of trouble with the teachers if they see you out of uniform. Well, that's why I skipped the rest of the school day. Yuri stares down at Natsuki doubtfully. Instead of calling her out, though, she changes the subject. By the way, I have a surprise for you all. Ooh, what is it? This is a surprise for a reason, Sayuri. Just wait for a moment. I'll show all of you when Monica arrives. Phildo and I decided, since I was feeling better, that we should make some cupcakes. I've already missed the majority of classes this week, so what's one more day? Especially if it means I get to bake. Natsuki retrieves the box of cupcakes and lifts the foil, showing off our handiwork. Such a deep shade of blue. They look delectable. Thanks. I can't wait. I'm starving. Not me. I'm stuffed. What do you mean? When I went over to Phildo's house to bake, he made me breakfast. Oh, Phildo, you're so sweet. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm kind of thirsty, actually. I'll be back in a second. Sayuri walks out of the club room, turning towards the fountain down the hall. Mere moments later, Monica walks into the club room from the other door. Hey, Monica. Okay, so judging from the kind of, what do you call it? Like the frown or like the annoyed face that Monica's making, either she's really still pissed at me, or she knows this is a mod. It's either one of the two. I played too many of these mods to know. Alright. Well, it looks like everyone bothered to show up today. Alright. So she's pissed at me. And she probably also knows this is a mod. Natsuki bites her tongue. Yuri buries her head into her novel again. I'm left standing alone, fidgeting with my hands. Yeah, I guess. About time. She still seems pretty upset about the festival. I hope maybe our cupcakes will be a sufficient peace offering. Sayuri returns, carton of apple juice in hand. Hey, Sayuri. Hey, Moni. My bad. I thought she was cut off. What happened on Monday? Were you sick? Yeah, Philda had to take me to the hospital. Philda, I thought you said it was a family emergency. It was, kinda. I've known her for ages. She's basically like family to me at this point. Besides, I've never seen her like that. I felt like I had to make sure she was going to be okay. What about you, Natsuki? What's your excuse? I was sick too. And don't call it an excuse, like you don't believe us or something. No, I do. it just isn't good enough a reason to have you to have ruined the festival. I guess I should have guessed that she was still up in arms about the festival. Of course, I meant unless you were nearly dying, then I'd certainly understand. And since you're both here, I take it that wasn't the case. I mean, technically it was. Sayori and Natsuki both almost fucking died. Whatever, just don't miss the important days like that again, or there will be consequences. Well, shit. Sorry, Monica. In an effort to break the hostile mood that Monica was causing, Yuri clears her throat. I have something for you all. Yuri lifts her bag onto the desk and unpacks the new tea set. It's not much, but I thought it would be nice to share. The new set has 5 cups. One for each of us. Each one has our names painted on it in a different color. Ooh, the new teapot has Literature Club written in script across the middle on each side. Thanks, Yuri. This looks so elegant. Thank you. And the cups are a little bigger. Thanks, Yuri. This must have taken quite some preparation. Thanks. Yuri, clearly uncomfortable with the amount of attention being given to her, turns towards Monica, who hasn't said a word. Oh, good job, Yuri. Could she have sounded any more monotone? Yuri politely nods and retreats back to her novel. Yuri is writing something down. I can't make out what it is, but it looks to be a poem. Hey, Filda, come on. Natsuki drags me by the arm, pushes me down under the windowsill, and she grabs the next volume of Parfait Girls from Rosette, replacing the volume from last night to its rightful spot. We sit and read the volume in silence, besides the occasional giggle from Natsuki. Alright. After around 20 minutes, Monica clears her throat to get our attention across the club room. Okay, everyone, it's time to share poems. I left my poem for Natsuki at home. I'm assuming Natsuki would be unable to write one, and presumably Sayuri too. Well, none of you even tried to. We'll stay silent. I did, but maybe we should just wait until tomorrow. Natsuki and Sayuri probably couldn't write because they all fell ill. But I'm not sure about. Fine. Tomorrow it is then. We all gather around the table. Monica's spacing out. Something else must be bothering her. She knows it's a mod. Either way, still no excuse to be so cold towards all of us. You know, I've been excited to use the new tea set. I'm gonna boil the kettle. I assume you'll all be having a cup of tea. I nod silently. I'll get the cupcakes. Monica pulls a fresh piece of paper from her notebook and begins writing. Natsuki sets the cupcakes down in the center of the table. Yuri returns with the kettle. Monica seems to be oblivious as to what's going on around her. She's waiting furiously, pressing the pen deeper into the paper. Steam begins to flow from the kettle, and Yuri transfers the water into the pot. Yuri pours tea into each of our respective cups. Moments of silence go by as if they were hours. Monica's really killed the mood with her attitude. So Yuri's already pilfered a cupcake from the tray and bites down into it. Wow, Natsuki, these are the best ones yet. You just haven't tried this recipe yet. So Yuri reaches for the cup of tea, accidentally tips it over, spilling its contents all over Monica's notepad. Oh, Monica's gonna get so pissed. Jesus, why do you all always have to be such a klutz? Get your act together, you're supposed to be the vice president. Monica is so pissed. Monica's sudden snap takes us all off guard. Sayuri, clearly flustered, knocks the overturned teacup onto the ground, shattering it across the clubroom floor. For Christ's sake, Sayuri, do you ever pay attention to what you're doing? You know what? You're sorry again. Just like how you were sorry about not showing up for the festival and dragging Filda to the hospital with you. That was pretty selfish of you. If Filda was here, we could have just continued on without you. Or Natsuki, considering she probably would have felt weaseled her way out of reading anyway. Everyone besides Monica is in utter shock. Hospital? Why is she being so hostile? Sayuri rushes out of the room crying, quickly followed by Natsuki, who's attempting to comfort her. Yuri has moved from her usual set to the other side of the room, her face buried in a novel. Bro, shit. Monica, why are you acting like such a bitch all of a sudden? I stand and Monica glares at me. Monica, what the hell are you doing? Go take care of her. She clearly can't take care of herself. I want to scream at her after what she said. I have an urge to slap her. Okay, don't slap her, though. Instead, I rush out of the door to console Sayuri and Natsuki. Bro, what an asshole. I can hear them in the hallway upstairs. Sayuri's sobbing, filling the otherwise silent holes. I ran up to her to see her crying on a bench, Natsuki alongside her. Hey, it's okay. Monika's just being I don't know what she's doing, okay? She's probably just had a really bad day or something. She's just taking it out on you. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. What I'm trying to say is don't take it to heart. She knows what we're all looking for. That we were all looking forward to the festival. Maybe she just takes things like this harder than the rest of us. I don't care, Philda. That's not how you speak to people. I'm going home. Siri stands. Oh crap. I'll walk with you tomorrow. But until Monika stops her campaign to hurt everyone, I'm staying the hell away from the club. Siri wipes the remainder of her tears from her cheeks. You do have fun dealing with her. Tell her that if she wants to talk, she knows where I live. Wait, Siri, come back. We'll sort it out together. Doesn't that sound better? Hey, come on, Sayuri. It'll be easier this way. Sayuri's entire attitude shifts. She's no longer crying. Her face is completely blank. She turns to me. Phil out. I'll see you later. I'm leaving. We can walk home. We can walk home with you. I don't really want to go back there anyway. Yeah, me neither. Sayuri looks at the two of us and shakes her head. No, I just want to be alone right now. Okay, well, you should join us for dinner, though. Natsuki gives an odd look. Yeah, did you just say join us? Well, yeah, that's part of the reason why Natsuki was already at my house this morning. She had a really bad night, and no, I'll just stay home. Maybe my mom will order some takeout. Have fun. Sayuri turns and heads down the stairs. Bro, come on now. I've never seen her like that. Not even when I caught her trying to... Natsuki, could you give me a second? What are you doing? I just need to call someone quickly. Natsuki nods and takes off to wait at the end of the hallway. Worried, I ring her mother, who's already at home. I explain what happened, and she tells me that there's no reason to be worried. She explains that the doctor had given her some antidepressants during the last trip to the hospital. She tells me that it could be just a side effect of the drugs. I let her know that I'm still concerned and to please keep an eye on her. Sayuri's mom brushes me off and wishes me a good day. Still worried, sick about Sayuri, I catch up to Natsuki. Listen, do you want to go back to the club or... Like hell I'm going back. Not while that bitch is here. Well, I still need to get my bag and stuff, so I guess I'll meet you back at the entrance. You okay with that? Fine. I'll wait. Thanks. Hurry up, though. I take off back downstairs and to the club room. Bursting through the door, Yuri nearly jumps out her seat, and Monika, writing on a new dryer page of her notepad, turns to face me. What do you want? None of your business. Leaning down at my desk, I pick up my backpack and sling it over my shoulder. Moving back towards the exit, Monika tries to get my attention. Philda, what's wrong with you? I turn and stare at her in utter disbelief. Okay, why'd you just change your attitude like that? Why is she doing this shit? What the fuck is wrong with you, Monika? Ever since we accidentally ruined your festival event, you've been nothing but pure venom for the club. You were needlessly rude to both the Sayuri and Natsuki, neither of which you are in a mental state capable of handling that right now. I understand that it was a big day and it was important to you, but you have no right to lose your shit on us. And I don't think I didn't hear about what you said to Yuri. I was only partly telling the truth. I knew that Monika had said something to Yuri, but I don't know what. Oh, is that so, Philda? Well, you know what she's been doing, don't you? Yeah, I do. Yuri's eyes are locked on me, peering over her book. She's shocked, but won't call my bluff. Yeah, she's been trying to sabotage the club. We know. She doesn't want any new members. Oh shit. Monika, look. We're sorry and everything. Not only that, but I caught her rummaging through your stationery yesterday. I told her that she was being a selfish bitch. Monika turns and points at Yuri. You can't fool me, Yuri. I know exactly what you've been doing here. Monika, that's way over the line. How paranoid are you to think? Shut up and listen to me. You're the real reason the festival was cancelled. I could give a shit that Yuri is sick. Of course, Yuri just wanted me to let it go. So I'll tell you the same thing I told her. This is my club. We do what I say. Do I make myself clear? Crystal clear. But there's one thing. Yuri, care to explain? Fuck you, Monika. You crazy bitch. Do you not see this is... Hey there. Don't cut too deep now, Yuri. Okay. Some shit is happening. Something's fucked up here. Whatever Monika meant by that, yeah, Monika is definitely going over Yuri's cutting yourself thing. Yuri was affected, mortified. She drops her novel to the ground and falls back into her chair stunned. Shoving me out of the way, Monika marches over to Yuri. She stumbles out of her desk and backs away into the closet. Monika follows her. I'll watch from behind all the commotion. What the hell? What's this? Oh, I thought Monika had like 3 hands for a second. This is Yuri's hand. She grabs her by the wrist and yanks her sleeve up. Oh, what a shame. You couldn't just help yourself, could you? What did I say, Yuri? Yuri stays silent, her eyes fearful. Monika moves closer, forcing her to make eye contact. Maybe I didn't make myself clear, Yuri. What did I say? I can't believe what I'm seeing. If I didn't shut up, you tell the club. That's right. If you dare criticize my ability to lead the club again, Yuri, everyone's gonna know about this. Everyone. How do you think they'd feel about you knowing what you do behind closed doors? My blood is boiling. I'm just ready to knock her out. Monica, what the hell has gone into you? You're crazy. Monica lets go of Yuri's arm, pushing Yuri away from the desk. Pushing Yuri and the desk away from her. Looking at me, she speaks up. You want to see crazy, Phildow? I'll show you crazy. From her school blazer, she pulls up a sheet of paper neatly folded. She thrusts it into my hand. Oh, that's Sayuri's poem. That is crazy. What the hell is this? The poem that Sayuri sent me on the morning of the festival. She told me everything after. It was supposed to be her suicide note. Suicide note? What the hell is wrong with you? Sayuri, she'd never... Monica, I shake my head in disbelief. Wordlessly, I storm out of the classroom. I walk down the Vasen halls towards the front door. I can see Natsuki standing outside through the glass. Are you okay, Phildow? You look a little... I'll be okay. It's just Monica who's not okay. Bro, what was that? I show Sayuri's poem to Natsuki on the walk back to my house. I can't believe what she's looking at either. You know, Phildow, that's serious. You think we should check up on her? After what happened earlier? Yeah, definitely. First we head back to my house just to drop off our school bags. We head to Sayuri's house. I knock on Sayuri's door. She answers the door but stares at us. Hey Sayuri, we just wanted to check up on you. I'm fine. I told you that already. I ordered a pizza, and I was just about to eat it. You two enjoy making your dinner. She edges the door shut. Wait, Sayuri! I wedge my foot in the door before she can close it. She tries harder. She tries again, but harder this time. Monica gave me this. I nudge Natsuki, and she nods, giving Sayuri the poem. Oh yeah, I forgot I'd sent that to her. Whoops. Listen, Sayuri, if you ever want to hang out or if you need anyone to talk to, Natsuki, Phildow and I are always happy to listen. We're all friends after all. Sayuri forces a laugh. Sure, Natsuki. Where can I find you? Phildow's place? Sayuri shuts the door on the two of us. I didn't think she would care that Natsuki was trying to stay with me. I should really sit down with Sayuri and explain the situation sooner rather than later. Natsuki and I head back home and eat and get settled for the night. Okay, that was wild. That was wild. Phildow. Yeah? You barely have any food left. How are we supposed to make dinner? I don't know. We'll have to go to the shops, but quickly, it won't be long before they close. I open the closet by the door and grab my jacket. You coming? Because I don't really know what I'm gonna get. It's getting pretty cold out there, and I don't have a coat. Is that your place? No, Phildow. I don't own one. Yep. Her dad never cared if she got cold. I had to keep my coat for the time being. Well, hold on to this for now then. Bro, shouldn't only Phildow go because Natsuki's dad might see them. I can handle the weather until we get to the shopping center. Are you sure? Because I wouldn't want... It's fine, believe me. Come on, we're gonna have to hurry before the shop closes. As we exit the house, a gust of chilly wind hits us both. Natsuki hardly pulls my coat on. I shiver violently. We catch the bus and make our way out the store. On the road, the bus passes Natsuki's house. She shuffles down in her seat in an attempt to keep it out of her sight. I can understand. You okay? Natsuki wraps her arms around mine. Yeah. Surely, the bus arrives at our stop and we make our way back to the mall. So, where'd you... Natsuki is already dragging me into a nearby clothing store before I can finish my sentence. She rips my jacket off and hands it to me. They're all so cute. Oh, Phildow, how do you like this one? I like it. You know, it fits you perfectly too. Oh, look at the scarf. It goes perfectly with it. Natsuki walks to the cash register to pay. I'm Natsuki. Where'd you get that money from? Oh, well, I have to take it from my dad. You're stealing it? It's not stealing. Well, I don't think it is. It's usually for baking stuff, sometimes the manga. I was saving for the Parfait Girls box set, but this is more important. The clerk scans both of her items, and the total is a bit steeper than Natsuki expected. Begrudgingly, she brings the scarf back to the rack she found it on. I have an idea. I grab the scarf while she's paying for the jacket and grab a black beanie for myself. Do you think it'll look good for myself? Maybe. Good enough. I place the two items on the counter and the cashier gives me a sliced smile, scanning my things. Natsuki is waiting for me outside. During the time we spent indoors, it almost begun to snow outside. Could have done with the scarf after all, huh? Just you wait. Natsuki begins to shiver as we wait. The snow begins to settle as the bus comes to a halt. The snow's beautiful. Yeah, we board the bus with our things and sit at the back. I give Natsuki a window seat. We sit together wordlessly as she becomes more entranced by the snowfall. It's a shame it'll be gone in the morning. It never really sticks. Yeah, I wish it'd stay a bit longer too. Natsuki rests her head on my shoulder, still staring out the window. This is nice. I wrap my arm around her. We stay like this for the remainder of the trip back home. As we approach our stop, I grab all my bags. The bus comes to a stop and we get off. We're a short walk from the house. Now is probably a good time to. Hey, Philda, how much was the hat after all? Oh, I actually don't have a clue. I only bought it so I could surprise you with this anyway. I pulled the scarf from inside the hat. Philda, really don't. I didn't have to buy me the scarf, you know. I know I didn't. I just want to. I hold it out and she reaches to grab it. Yo, it looks good. Kinda. It's a bit short, but it's whatever. Dragging it around her neck, she beams at me speechless. Philda, Oh my god, this is beautiful. Natsuki grabs the sleeve of my jacket. I pull her close and embrace the moment for as long as possible. Her grip loosens a bit. Sorry, you shouldn't be. It's okay, I just couldn't stop myself. It's fine, Natsuki. In fact, this is great. Thanks, Phildale, for everything you've done for me. I never want this to end, nor do I. We remain together for a little more. Eventually our responsibilities get the better of us and we separate. I take Natsuki by the hand and we walk to the grocery store. We grab all the ingredients we'll need for tonight and head on our way. Hey, Phildale, I can carry some of those things for you. No need, it's my turn to do the heavy lifting. The pain on my shoulder slowly returns, leaving it aching. I do my best to ignore it. As we approach my house, I take a peek over at Sayuri's window. Her bedroom light is on. Oh, is that Sayuri's house? And this is my house, okay. I think back to the hospital. I told her I would be there for her no matter what. Did I break my promise by letting Natsuki say it for me? No. Okay, I'm back. Can I just state that I love the OST already? No, when I explained the situation with Natsuki, Sayuri will understand. I know her. We arrive back at my house. I set the bags onto the ground and unlocked the door. Natsuki wanders through the gate. I don't want to go inside. Not just yet. Sounds childish, but I want to enjoy the snow. Only for a bit longer. Well, wait here and I'll be right back. Swing the door open to the house. I make a beeline for the refrigerator. I hurriedly throw everything inside, not even bothering to take the food out of their bags. I return outside. Yeah, we have to enjoy the moment, you know what I'm saying? Natsuki's nowhere to be seen. No, she's flat. Snowball fight then, eh? From what it seemed to be thin air, however, I throw the snowball hits me square in the face. I recoil, stunned. Hey! That's it. If she wants a snowball fight. Isn't it a snow fight? I don't know. I'll give her a snowball fight. I duck from the cover of a bush, and she's already packing another. I begin to collect my thoughts. I hear footsteps crunch in the snow as she creeps towards me. As I poke my head around, I'm clipped with Natsuki's next snowball. Nice try. I fire at her in return. I hit her in the back as she retreats to the gate. Natsuki lets out a yelp and falls to the ground. Now, Natsuki, now on her hands and knees, holds back her back in pain. Oh god, are you okay? I rush over to her, taking a knee to making she's not injured. Natsuki, I'm so I knew it. Natsuki scoops a bunch of mound of snow up and throws it on my face. She hops back onto her feet and runs inside, giggling. Stunned over and covered in snow, I sit and process what just happened for a moment. I brush myself off and head back inside. Natsuki is washing her hands in the kitchen. You win this time. Don't think I'll fall for that again. Oh yeah? She leaves the water running for me as I proceed to wash my hands as well. I splash some room temperature water on my face. That's nice. Oh, come on. I could have done so much worse. I dry my hands and face using a flannel. I open the fridge and start unloading the bags of ingredients onto the counter. What do you think you're doing here, Philda? Sit your ass down. I'm cooking tonight. You don't want my help at all? Nope. I can handle it. I mean, you did your part by carrying everything for me, and it's the least I can do since you are letting me stay here. I shrug. Not about to say no to a meal cooked for me by Natsuki of all people. If you insist. I take a seat at the table. I'm right here in case you need a hand, okay? You're just gonna watch me cook? That's a bad thing? Well, not really. You might want to pay attention to what I'm doing though. Considering you almost set your house on fire making those pancakes, I can feel the blood rush to my face. You're never gonna let me live that down, are you? Nope. Natsuki moves fluidly around my kitchen. You really need to learn to manage your time in the kitchen. Cooking and baking should be fun, not a pain in the ass. If you're stressing out, then you're probably doing it wrong. That's very poetic of you, Natsuki. I might have heard it on a cooking show. Natsuki resumes her work as I watch from the table. Okay, Now I need to let this simmer for a few minutes and we'll be set. Really? That quick? What do you expect? I'm a pro. I can do it in no time. Natsuki begins to set the table. Wait, let me sort this out. I've done practically nothing anyway. I positioned the placemats and the silverware on both sides of the table. Natsuki divides the food onto our plates. The scent of chicken and sauteed vegetables fills the kitchen. It's only a stir fry, filled out. It's not that special. She must have seen the look on my face. You sure? It smells great. She talks about it being nothing. She talks about it like it's nothing, but I can tell she's reveling in the compliment. We sit at the table and eat our dinner. After we're both finished, I take our dishes and place them in the dishwasher. I fill the sink full of hot, soapy water and let the pan soak it for a few moments. Natsuki's already made her way to the couch and started looking for something to watch. She shouts out at me from the next room over. Filled out. Anything you want to watch? Unless you got something in mind, not really. I scrub the paint hastily and toss it in the rest of the load. I enter my living room to find Natsuki staring out the window. Oh, it stopped snowing. It'll probably be gone by tomorrow. Hey, at least we got to have fun with it, right? Natsuki nods in agreement. Natsuki flips through the channels. Soap, drama, comedy, soap, documentary, soap, game show, etc. More soap, probably even more soap. There's nothing. There's never anything good on. What do you mean? There's soap and shit. We can just watch some soap. I don't even know what soap is, but it sounds like some good shit. You know what I'm saying? I know. You want to look for a movie instead? Sure. I open the streaming app I like, and Natsuki begins to browse the selection. She picks a cutesy love story. I didn't even get a chance to read the title before she hits play button. I love this movie so much. We used to watch it all the time because Philda, I forgot. Natsuki pauses the movie and turns to me. About everything. My father. I can see tears forming in her eyes. Philda, he has problems. He's been like this ever since my mom left us. I think I was 5. Looking back, I can get why she stopped talking to him. He was such a terrible person before, but why me? What did I ever do? I think my dad blamed me for her leaving. I think that's the reason he drinks so much. He always tells me I remind him of her. And that he hates it. Natsuki can't even speak. The sobbing is drowning her voice. Natsuki, just try and breathe, okay? Take your time. We don't have to talk about this right now. We can save that for another day. No, Phildo, I need to know. Since I was 14, he's resorted to borderline torturing me for existence. He only brings me home food once a week, and it's usually just leftovers from a restaurant. And when he drinks, he sees me as my mother. The day you saw me in the hospital, that wasn't even the worst. Believe me, I've tried to run away from him before. A couple of years ago, I found my mom's address. It'd be something like 11 years since I'd seen her. I took the train to her city, and when I knocked on her door, she slammed the door in my face, telling me that she left for a reason and she didn't want me. So I came back home because I had nowhere else to go. He found out I went to see my mother. That's when he really started to take his anger out on me. He beat me to the point I had to cover it up with makeup just to be able to go to school. Of course, no one noticed. I secretly hoped that someone would think something was up, that I had to explain myself, but they never did. I mean, I was trying to cover up, so I can't really blame them. She takes a moment wiping her eyes with her sleeve. The other night, you know, the drinks, that was the only escape I could think of. I'd gone back to the doctor's a few hours after you saw me. He gave me painkillers for my ribs. So I stole a bottle of wine from my dad's rack in the basement. I tried everything to get away from him, but every goddamn time, I would always fail. And I have to go back, filled out. I wanted to die. I really wanted it. All to get away from him. I thought the pills would have been enough, but I guess that I left when I was ready to go weren't. But I'm glad. Because you came to check up on me. You were worried. You cared about me. I never thought I'd have this filled out. I never thought I would feel this way. This is the first time I can remember where I've truly felt happy. All those years, all the pain, nothing can change the past. But I grab Natsuki by the shoulder and hold her tight. Natsuki buries her face into my chest. She's sobbing uncontrollably. I won't let anything else happen to you, Natsuki. I promise. You're here now. I'm always here for you. No matter what. Do you understand? She nods her head, keeping it embedded in my chest. I sit there for a while. I don't know what else to do other than let her cry. She held all of this in for so long. She needs to let it all out. After a long time, she sits back up, wiping her tears from her face. While she's drying her eyes, I glance at the clock. It's getting really late. If we plan on attending class tomorrow, we should go to bed, although there isn't really much point in going. We've already missed a good part of the week anyways. Thank you, Vilda, for reading with me at the club, for helping me bake for the festival, for saving my life, for everything. It's no problem, Natsuki. I'll do it again for you. You're so sweet. Natsuki, from the day I laid eyes on you, I thought you were perfect, so I tried to impress you with my trash poems. That's why I spent so much time with you. That's why I really wanted to get to know you. Everything about you is just wonderful, but there's one thing I can't stand. You hid this pain from me. I could have helped you sooner. I understand that you had reasons for not telling me, but Natsuki, I really don't know what else to say other than I love you. Everything about you just makes me feel a way I've truly never felt before. Natsuki doesn't know what to do. She sits there for a moment. I love you too, Filda. She's weeping again. This time, tears of joy, it seems. She wraps her arms around me significantly tighter than before. I can't help but think back to the hospital when Sayuri told me that she loved me. Is this part of the reason I couldn't say it back? Yes, it is. Do you still want to watch the movie, Filda? Of course. We resume the movie from the beginning. Bro, this is actually beautiful. And the movie credits roll. I realize now it's early morning. I nudge to Natsuki to stand and she follows. I head to the kitchen for a drink and Natsuki lingers behind me. Filda, can we sleep together again? I really liked it, okay? Sure, come on then. Natsuki and I head upstairs to her bedroom. I let her in to change first. She closes the door on me and I wait patiently outside. Just because I said I love you, that doesn't give you the right to peep. I know. I'll stay out, I promise. Of course, I won't invade her privacy. Not without her consent anyways. Okay, I'm ready. Come in. I inch the door open and Natsuki's already in bed. I grab my pajamas from the drawer and take off my top as... Do you really just... in front of me? What's the problem? Natsuki seems tense, as if she wanted to say something, but she's withholding me. Dummy. Oh, right. I was about to get undressed in front of her. Do I ever stop and think about anything? Moving out into the hall for a moment, I get changed into my pajamas. I come back in. I climb into bed after turning off the lights. Natsuki immediately rolls over and holds me tight as she did the night before. Night fell down. Okay. Wait. Okay. This was amazing, alright? I really enjoyed the first hour of it. I'm definitely going to be playing more of this, alright? I enjoyed this a lot. Um, the fact that it's inspired by Romeo and Juliet does scare me a little, but so far it seems like it's going pretty good, so I'm not too scared, but I'm definitely going to be playing more. I'm so far enjoying it a lot, so if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Natsuki, best girl, by the way, that's why I'm playing this. This is one of the reasons I'm playing this, and bye for now.